This is CGCP01326 by Chesthetica. White has 2 bishops and a knight against black's knight and 2 pawns. So the win here is not entirely straightforward. I mean, black has a chance. Furthermore, the pawn on h3 is close to promotion. There's nonetheless a mate in 4 here. So let's take a look. Okay, so there are apparently no other clear forced mates. White has only got one chance to get this right, especially if he was running out of time. So the key move is bishop to d7. Now the threat here is to play knight to g8 checkmate. And when the knight moves, the square on f5 will be left unguarded. That's why the bishop has to move to d7. It's a quiet move, but a necessary one. So if black were to play h2 here, then knight to g8 checkmate. If black were to play, for example, knight to g4 check, well then bishop captures g4, h2, and then either knight to d5 mate or even knight to g8 mate. And if the knight were to move away, let's say to d1, well then white can win not only with knight to g8 but also knight to d5 because the knight is no longer on e3 guarding the d5 square. So black's best defense in this position is knight to f5 check, getting right into the center of the action and threatening to undermine it. Now if the king were to move, let's say to h5, well then knight captures d6 and suddenly this game is looking like a draw. And if knight captures f5, then with h2, white now has to worry about the pawn promoting. So white might have to play knight to g3, h1 queen. Interestingly, in this position, capturing the queen is not a good idea, or not as good as knight to h5 check, which is a cross check in the sense that it intervenes between the black queen and the white king, and at the same time gives check to the black king. Notice how the king has nowhere to go and must capture the knight. So white sacrifices the knight, but then there is a mate in 10 here. But we don't want to go down this rabbit hole, so we will just make the best move, which is bishop captures f5. So you see, white really has to know what he's doing. Here black has no moves except to play h2. And you would think that white could move the bishop anywhere, maybe even back to d7, so that he can later play knight to g8. But no. If white makes this mistake without thinking, black will promote to a queen and give check. And suddenly white is going to be mated in 2 moves, because after bishop to h2, queen captures, bishop to h3, queen captures, and white is checkmated. So after black plays h2 here, white must play bishop to h3, which blocks the path of the queen. So black can promote, but critically not with check. So h1 promotes to any piece, even a queen, and now, since there is no check, white has just enough time to deliver checkmate. Let me show you the main line once again. So there's only one way to win, bishop to d7, knight to f5, getting right in there, bishop capturing the knight. White has to play the correct move. The stakes are high. h2, again, white has to play the correct move because the stakes are very high. Black promotes, and white delivers mate with g8. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching.